You gonna feel all this we got to do? Look, hey Tank, we're gonna go 35, 12.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry, you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally.
Good.
But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade.
The newly released footage of Gervonta Tank Davis's fourth day at training camp, shared by Prime Video, delivered exactly what fans had hoped for. It didn't just show a boxer working out in the gym, but one who displayed more passion, intensity, and hunger than he did in his first fight against Lamont Roach.
10, 9, 8, 7, power, 6, 5, power, 4, power, 3, 2, one more. Good. Sit here. Roll under the bed. Good job.
That lawnmower, that's that.
It's not just another match for me or another title defense. It's the return of Gervonta Tank Davis, he said as the video began. Tank's routine has changed significantly. His training now starts as early as possible with a morning jog and ends with an evening jog. And in between those runs are hours of carefully planned meals designed to provide his body with the right balance of nutrients.
Very big moment. What is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Regarding his body weight, for the first time in a while, Tank has been more intentional about gaining muscle to increase his strength and power. The WBA lightweight champion was surprisingly caught off guard when he realized his power wasn't effective against Lamont Roach, which is why he's now focused on becoming even stronger. This time, Tank is fully confident that to defeat Lamont Roach, he must do everything better.
Breathe, let's go.
I know I can beat him. I've done it before. It's not about him. It's about me. I just need to do everything better, Tank said. And that mindset is exactly why his training sessions have been designed to improve every aspect of his game. Another noticeable change in his camp is the intensity of his sparring. He now goes 15 rounds with each sparring partner, and each round lasts 5 minutes. The aim of this new approach is to increase his endurance and athleticism. Gervonta Tank Davis has committed to spending more time on his footwork to ensure his movement is more fluid against Lamont Roach, who prefers to stay in the pocket and carefully pick his punches. Davis also dedicates a significant amount of time to shadow boxing, as well as working on the mitts and punching bags.
How you put your balance right?
All right, you put your balance right. Interestingly, the most evident change in Tank's training, and perhaps the one that could benefit him more than anything else, is the return of his head trainer, Calvin Ford.
Now, thus, the heightened intensity in camp.
Turn it up, turn it up. Oh, good rim. I like the way y'all jump right back in.
Sadly, Calvin Ford was absent from Gervonta Davis's corner for the first time during the fight against Lamont Roach, and it's no coincidence that Davis ended up losing, However, Davis reassured fans that nothing was wrong, saying, "I got Calvin around in the gym now. He just had to come back to ensure everything was better. Coach Barry is here too. Everyone is here. And the mission is the same." While Tank expected Ford to be in his corner on March 1st, the veteran trainer had personal reasons for stepping away from coaching Davis for that particular fight. Fans had long associated the trio of Davis, Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis with the same loyalty and chemistry seen in legendary partnerships like Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato, or more recent ones like Canelo and Eddie Reynoso, or Pacquiao and Freddie Roach, which is why seeing Barry Hunter in Davis's corner instead felt unfamiliar and raised questions. Speaking to Fight Hub TV, Ford explained the situation. Davis was headlining his second PBC Amazon Prime Video PPV card at the Barclays Center, which also featured 2 light welterweight title fights, and Ford had anticipated a great match, especially given the shared history between Davis from Baltimore and Roach from DC, who had sparred together many times. Ford expressed deep respect for Roach's work ethic, and saw the bout as a great opportunity. He emphasized there was no falling out, saying, "We ain't changing anything," and clarified that he had simply taken a step back while the training structure stayed the same. The reporter noted that the question wasn't about drama, but about whether the time apart made their bond stronger, like family members who reconnect after distance. "He came to see me, dead slowing down and worrying about you because, boom. He knows I spend time with my amateurs. That's my piece," Ford explained. Even though he wasn't directly training Davis, knowing Tank was in the gym gave him peace of mind, and when Ford returned, he could feel that both he and Davis had missed each other. While the exact reasons for Ford's absence remain unclear, the emotional reconnection may explain why things felt different last time. Barry Hunter also offered reassurance, saying, "Calvin will be there, Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well," suggesting the coaching setup was strong and unified. Though Ford and Ellis won't be in the corner on fight night, their presence remains a part of the team. And Hunter reminded everyone this isn't the first time Tank's corner has seen changes. As someone involved with Davis since his amateur days, Hunter is no outsider and reiterated that the internet often spreads misinformation. Ultimately, he affirmed that Tank is like family, and this adjustment appears to be just a temporary move.
Yeah, how many rounds? We fight there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but you in the basketball about 8-2? Yeah. They were good. You got bad shape. Yeah.
It was something no one expected. On March 1st, when Gervonta Davis faced Lamont Roach Jr., almost everyone had picked the Baltimore native for yet another statement win. But as the final bell rang, fans were left disillusioned. Setting aside the controversy that followed, what many witnessed, or at least felt, was a distracted and unusually compliant Tank. And if you've seen David Benavidez's latest interview on Pound for Pound, you can add another adjective to the list. Burned out.
Lamont Roach. Can you tell us a little bit about the history between them two?
Oh man, they've been knowing each other from amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's gonna be a pretty direct fight, you understand? Because Roach always he come to fight. You know, I think it's
the light heavyweight champion, David Benavidez, joined hosts and former UFC champions Kamaru Usman and Henry Cejudo on the latest episode of their increasingly popular show. From discussing his last fight against David Morrell to the ongoing Canelo Alvarez dilemma, the trio covered a wide range of topics before Gervonta Davis and the March 1st bout became the focus of a deeper conversation. For Benavidez, more than the controversy surrounding Tank taking a knee without being penalized or the questionable decision, it was the way Davis fought that raised concern. "What I didn't like about Tank is that he was gassing up Lamont Roach. Way too much. Giving him way too much respect," Benavidez said.
They talked all that stuff about, I don't know why Roach this side took the fight, you know what I'm saying? And it's good for the community.
Now, do you feel like there's unfair criticism because of Lamont Roach not being as known of a fighter?
If Gervonta Davis appeared a bit distracted to Usman, then to Cejudo, he might be done. Nonetheless, Usman said he was largely satisfied with the majority draw decision. In the fight itself, he looked distracted, And we all know Tank is a beast. There were flashes where he showed that beast, but he just seemed a little distracted to me, Usman explained. This led Cejudo to draw a legacy comparison, suggesting that perhaps Davis is following in the footsteps of his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather. Stay safe and don't incur any loss.
He wasn't buzzed. It was, I don't know what round it was. And he fell in, pulled out, and Lamont Roach counted with, I believe it was the right hand. Right? When he came back to the corner, he said, he caught me one time. And definitely he felt that shot. But for the most part, other than that, he thought that you could see most of the punches coming. That was the only punch that got his attention.
He observed that Davis has a love-hate relationship with the sport and struggles to manage the pressure, often thinking, what if I lose? There's always that possibility. Maybe he's burned out, added David Benavidez. He explained, a lot of us have been boxing for 26 years. While he wasn't sure how long Davis has been boxing, the key difference is that Davis started extremely young, at just 5 years old, and has had a long journey in the sport. That early start and lengthy career might explain the occasional lack of fire or signs of emotional fatigue he shows today.
I'm getting back at the gym in like a week. I'm going to take a good Friday, couple of days off, but I got to get back in the gym. Ball ahead, pass it, man.
Yep. Hey, man, Lamont 97. Lamont definitely learned stuff about you in this time, in this bout right here. What have you learned in this fight from Lamont that you can take forward in the next fight?
I could have stopped him.
In light of Davis's rumored retirement and the wealth he's already accumulated, there's a possibility that his hunger for the sport might have faded. While what Benavidez said is purely his personal opinion and open to debate, it's hard to ignore the valid points he raised. A good example to consider here is Anthony Joshua. Interestingly, unlike Benavidez or Davis, Joshua started boxing relatively late, at age 18, working his way through the amateur ranks and peaking with a gold medal at the London Olympics.
It's me. Definitely my fault.
Hey Tank, congratulations.
Thank you.
So at the end you talked about how the audience has like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes they love you, sometimes they don't. And obviously they were reacting during the fight. Did that affect your performance or confidence at all?
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so...
Fans will have to watch the rematch on August 16th to see whether Benavidez's observations hold true, or if what happened on March 1st was simply an anomaly. Sports journalist Chris Mannix revealed that he discussed the Davis-Roach fight with 3 senior boxing referees who all shared a unanimous opinion that Tank's knee should have been ruled a knockdown. Furthermore, one referee even said that Davis should have been disqualified for his quick face wipe during
If that was your first time watching Tank, you're probably like, okay, yeah, sort of, I get it, but it kind of speaks to his demeanor going into the fight. Like it just felt a little bit underwhelming. And then we get to the 9th round, and then it's complete madness, because in the 9th round, you probably have heard by now, the fight is moving along, and it is important to note that Lamont Roach lands a jab or two, and where we want to start the clock.
Jackie keeps the rice down, standing glass at 7 gold for the round. 114 to 114, even a draw. The decision is the majority to Gervonta.
The moment a cornerman laid hands on Tank, the referee should have immediately disqualified him, a boxing insider said in a detailed critique, also questioning the conduct of referee Steve Willis. According to Glazer, if the knockdown had been properly counted, Lamont Roach Jr. should have won either by disqualification in round 9 or by majority decision. Lamont Roach should have won that fight by DQ in round 9, or with the knockdown counted by majority decision, he stated, firmly. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates.